Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. Sorry for the late start. It's okay. Better we figure it out now than later. Okay, so let me just 3, 2, 1, and za-da-da-dump. Okay. Okay, hi everybody. It's Friday, so that means it's Lily's news, and I was requested, Crystalline, to talk about the Ace family, and we have a lot to talk about when it comes to the Ace family. So I wanted to give you like a full breakdown on who they are and what they are and why people are talking about them and have been talking about them for a while. Okay, so let's I have like a 7-page document, so let's get into it pretty fast. Okay, who are the Ace family? We have Austin McBroom and Catherine Paez. She never really went by Catherine McBroom. Just a little insight to that. So Austin is from California. He played sports and he was really good at basketball. He even went to a like specialized sports high school out in California, to perfect his ball game, which I thought was really funny. But like good for him. He went on to play in college, and I don't know why he didn't like go major, like major league sports ball man. I don't know why. But he turned into the YouTuber that we all loathe today. Catherine is from Montreal. They are the scum of the earth. They absolutely are. Catherine is from Montreal, then moved to Tampa with her mom. Then she became a model and an actor, and she tried to make it big. And I mean, she's beautiful, so, go for her. Austin and Catherine do have some siblings, but I'm not going to talk about them. They are pretty big online as well. Not as big as Austin and Catherine are, but for the sake of time, I will not be covering them because I can't do it. There's too much with all of that and the siblings and the weird pregnancy stuff, and it's just too much going on with all that. I am not covering the siblings. So Catherine and Austin met up. They became like acquaintances, like, oh, I know someone who knows that person type of deal. They met up, went on a date, and they liked each other. So yeah, so we're like, cool, we're hanging out, we'll, date each other, we'll move in, blah, blah, blah. Catherine in 2015 gets pregnant, with baby number 1. I'm not going to go, I don't even think I wrote down the kids' names because there's enough of them online. There's enough of their life online. I don't need to cover it. They're children, they're babies, they're in school. I'm not here to talk about the kids. I'm here to talk about the parents and how awful and terrible and gross and disgusting the parents are. Okay, so she became pregnant with baby number 1, and then she moved to Washington with Austin, who was still like finishing up school. Ugh. The whole family is cuckoo for cuckoo. Yes, absolutely bonkers. They are bonkers. Get ready. Buckle your seatbelts. So in 2016, baby number 1 was born. And like I said, I'm not going to do anything with the kids. That's not what we're doing here. They don't consent. So like my problem, I'll talk a little bit more like about my issues with the kids later, but like it's consent. They're babies. Literally from before they were born, they were being monetized. And, I think we all know how I feel about that. So after baby 1, they started pranking each other. They turned into a prank channel on YouTube. They did like family vlogs and pranks, and the pranks aren't good pranks. They found, like a big amount of viewership on YouTube, and they said, okay, we're going to do pranks, and pranks got a lot of views. A lot of views on YouTube gets a lot of money. And it was monetizable because it's a family channel. It's for kids, No one's actually getting hurt. Nothing actually is happening. There's no blood or gore or curse words. It's family friendly content. And it was bad. It was poorly acted. All of them are poorly acted. Austin McBroom is a goofball to the highest degree, and it's all gross and weird, and it feels icky. And even in the time of pranks on YouTube, which was like the 2016 to like 2018 era, maybe even earlier, like 2014, 2015 was like hype prank time. Like it was like the top of the tippity top of the pranks. I hated every minute of it because every single one was fake. They were all fake. It was fake. It was fake, and it was boring to watch. There was like the laxatives and juice and, you know, a man in a big teddy bear, scaring the kids and Catherine. And this is one that I thought we could all enjoy. So this is Catherine pranking Austin. She is currently pregnant, and she's pranking Austin that her water broke. Like, it's just done.
What are you doing?
So she
I
pops
can't
a
stand
balloon.
up.
What?
Come on.
Oh my god.
What is that?
Oh my god, my water just broke. Oh my god.
What do you mean?
Oh my god, I can't move, Austin.
What?
My water just broke.
Oh shit.
I don't know what to do.
Come here.
No.
What?
Don't pick me up. Don't
What?
pick me up. I can't move. I can't move.
What do you mean?
I can't move, Austin.
Who should we call?
I don't know.
Close your
Okay, so that's pretty much all that I can take. Why are you yelling? Like, why are you yelling about it? You know, I don't know. Like, why does he go to pick her up? It just doesn't make any sense. It's all planned out. It's all staged. It's all awkward and weird, and it goes on for too long. Every prank goes on for too long. There's too much prelude to the prank. The buildup is just astronomical. It's just so uncomfortable, the whole thing. So, then the proposal happens, which was big. So I want to talk, we're going to get to the current day dealings of Austin and Catherine, but I have to give you all of this backstory to make what's happening right now really, really make sense and like hit home. Okay. So the proposal happens, and this actually is like one of the most frustrating things for me. So he blinds Catherine. You are blinded. He blindfolds Catherine, and they drive to the middle of nowhere, and he surprises her with skydiving. They're going skydiving. And do I think it is a surprise? No. But what happened after probably was a little bit of a surprise to Catherine. So they land, they're all windblown, and oh my God, you know, the adrenaline is rushing. And Austin proposes with a big fat diamond. And of course she says yes because there's cameras. Skydiving while pregnant. Not pregnant. She was not pregnant when she went skydiving. She might have been. I don't know. I don't think so. And then shortly after, they're pregnant again. In my notes. So they skydive, and the picture that they take post skydiving will resurface later on in the present day events of Austin McBroom, which is wild. There's cameras everywhere. It's one of those types of things, like you see my friend filmed my proposal, and they're like really far away, and it's the two people having their little, I don't know, proposal moment, whatever that is. And I get that, but like these cameras are in their face, like it's so weird. It's like that reality show like vibe where you have to perform when the cameras are on. It just feels weird. Okay, so going into the past crimes of the Ace family. The one thing that I always remember about the Ace family, because remember they've been like posting on YouTube for years. They've been on YouTube since, I don't know, 2018. Maybe even before that. They started with like their big video, like the first video that they have on their channel is like a Q&A. So they had a following. Catherine had a following on socials. Austin had a following on socials. They had a little bit of a following, but they blew up on YouTube. So one of the things that I always will forever associate with the Ace family is when Austin and his daughter went into Spencer's, I believe, or is like a store like Spencer's. And she's under the age of 5. You know, she's a toddler, which already is not cool. Like, don't go into the back of Spencer's with your 5-year-old daughter. But she sees a lollipop on the shelf and she's like, oh my gosh, I need to have that lollipop. Again, she's a toddler. She sees a lollipop. She wants a lollipop. She's going to ask for the lollipop. And Austin is now filming this, of course, because why wouldn't you? A child is content. And he's filming her reaching and wanting and asking for this lollipop. He films the purchasing process. He makes it very clear that he's uncomfortable doing this and that this is weird and like, I can't believe you want this. And she saw a lollipop, but everyone else saw was a large penis shaped lollipop. And he allowed her to have it and eat it in public in a mall. Filming it and putting it online. Like, it was totally normal. It's totally fine. That's absolutely okay for someone to do. No. So that will always kind of like stick with me, like just how like scummy of a man Austin McBroom really is by just allowing that to happen. You created that situation by taking your 5-year-old daughter into Spencer's. Why? Don't do it. It's just not necessary. It's just not necessary. But everything is content. And the backlash for this event was major. It was a big deal. The internet was talking about it for a good like 4 days. What a dumbass is right. I know. What a dumbass. What a dumbass. And Austin just laughed it off. You know, it was ha ha ha, whatever, you know. But I don't think that when that little human grows up, they will appreciate that video being on the internet forever. I don't believe that they will appreciate that. I don't believe that they're going to go, oh my goodness, I'm so happy that that was filmed and put online. Don't think that's going to happen. Let's move into the charity. Oh man, the McBrooms loved giving to charity, or so they said. So once the Ace family started seeing the insane amount of money that they were making from their prank videos and family vlogs, they started to think about giving back, which most, I mean, I don't want to say most, but like a good amount of people do. They give to charity. Not everyone gives to charity on camera. People give to charity in private. Some people think giving to charity is a thing that they should do. Some people think it's a thing that they have to do. Some people think they have to monetize giving to charity. And there's a moment when you are like super rich where it's like, okay, a couple of $1,000s is not going to break the bank. Let's give to charity. It's going to go to a good cause, right? One of the first big charity events that the Ace family did. I don't want to just put it all on Austin because Catherine was there the whole time. She had the ring on. She was making the babies. Like, she was there the whole time, backing him up on his little apology videos, on everything. Hey, Deborah, how are you? One of the first big charity events was a basketball game. So Austin loves his basketball, and the teams were made up of popular like e-celebs, like YouTubers, influencers, and I think there were a couple actual like basketball players in the teams as well. But it was announced by Austin that the winner of the game will be donating $100,000 to the charity of their choosing, which is awesome. That is a fantastic chunk of money to go to charity. We love that. We're here for that. If the money goes to good charity. There are some bad charities. There are some bad charities to give to. Don't, just be careful. But anywho. So the charity game, the tickets were $45 a person, and it was in a massive stadium, and there were about 10,000 seats, give or take. And one ticket per seat, bringing in at the low end, if not fully sold out, about $400,000, bringing in the high end over $500,000. If they sold every single seat, they were selling merch there. I mean, a hoodie is $65, $70. They were selling merch there. They were not paying anything. This was a charity event. So there should not have been a problem with $100,000 actually being donated. There's a lot of money coming in. It's a charity event. So the amount of money being paid out is unknown. We weren't part of the planning process. I'm sure there was some sort of insurance that needed to be paid. Austin said that there was $11 per seat for emergency services to be on site. True or not, I don't know, but that's what he said online after the communications hit the internet. There was a lot of movement. There was a lot of things being sold. But even if there was like $250,000 worth of fees that needed to be paid out, because even the stadium itself could have been a zero cost for them. If it was a charity event, they could have said, hey, look, nothing's happening here. We'll run the stadium for free for the charity event. It's great promo for the stadium, for players, for, it's, even if there was a fee or wasn't a fee, the $100,000 should not have been an issue. So we would all expect a $100,000 check being raised up. But at the end of the game, a $75,000 check was raised up and said, oh, we're donating $75,000 to charity. Why not just add the $25,000 into yourself? Like, why not just take $25,000? And I know it's like, well, you don't know how much money they actually have. I'm sure. No, I have no idea. But they could. From what they were telling the world with their videos, with their vlogs, with their lifestyle, is that $25,000 was nothing to them. Catherine probably had a closet full of $20,000 to $30,000 purses. Her clothing alone, nothing. So why was it not $100,000? $75,000 is still a great chunk of money to go to charity. You said it was going to be $100,000. Everyone bought the tickets, showed up to the event for $100,000 to be given away. So much money was going in. So much. They were getting so much money. Why not 100? So this left people confused. They were angry. They felt a little bit cheated, which unfortunately was not going to be a rare feeling when it comes to the Ace family. Oh my God, there's just one thing. Okay, so the jet ski incident, they had a massive mountain on top. They had a massive mansion on top of a mountain. And there was this like wraparound infinity pool that they had. It was huge, huge. Austin even made a video where he's like, oh my gosh, look how long I have to hold my breath to swim from one end of the pool to the other, because it was so big. And Austin would ride his jet ski in the pool, like super aggressively, out of intentional neglect and disregard for their neighbors down the mountain. And the water was going over the pool, which was causing massive damage to the neighbors and the properties and their farmlands and everything below them. That was causing like mudslides, and it was flooding out, crop that they had growing. It was just a really bad look. And the apology was made worse by Catherine, who literally just said, like, oh, wow, that's crazy. All right, I'll move the jet ski, whatever. Like, there was no apology. It wasn't, we are sorry for causing damage to your property. There was a break-in. This was really real, supposedly, is what they're saying. It was a very super duper real break-in. The back door was shattered. There were missing purses, and a very strange interaction with a baby who does not understand what the hell is going on. So Austin decided that, like, putting a camera in front of his baby's face when cops are there, air quotes, cops, they're investigating this break-in and saying, oh, baby, all your things are gone. Someone took all your stuff. Oh, someone took all your stuff. That's okay. We don't need things, said to a child. Very strange. Very strange. Did not make it feel more real, for sure. Were the cops rented, or were they real? Were they rental cops? Were they actors? I'm going to say that they were actors. Catherine says it was super, super real. It was super real. That her reaction of walking to her closet and seeing everything pulled out and purses missing and saying, oh, they took my purses, bummer, is a real reaction to a stranger breaking into your home that you live in with your family and children, and not even worrying that maybe there's potentially more danger here. Where is the security footage? Because there was none. there was no security footage. Supposedly, hey Jen, how are you? Supposedly, in a $10 million house, there wasn't a single camera pointing anywhere to show that someone actually broke into your house. If it was my property, if I had a $10 million mansion, there wouldn't be an inch of that property not covered by a camera. They were all so calm. It was just very weird. And I have a full understanding that if someone's body language feels wrong, like it feels like if you're getting like an ick, it probably is in some way or the other. You know, like your gut doesn't lie. If it feels weird, it probably is weird. I am good, Jen. I am good. I'm just like deep into these McBrooms. Then we get a new style of charity. Giving back to the fans, air quote, of course, but not really, because that would be crazy. It's for his already well-known, YouTuber influencer friends. It's fucking liars. These guys are the absolute liars. So there was a hoop shoot competition for the fans, but really it was for influencers. So the hoop shoot was, a fan could win, all this money if you make 10 shots in a row, and we're going to call you out from the stand, and you watch us play ball, and then you're going to come. It was a whole thing. And so the person that was called from the stand to attempt and also won all of this money, I think it was again like $100,000, was the son of a very, very rich realtor. And Austin made it clear that we don't know people's situations, but this wasn't just a random fan who, is not already rich or well off, or like it wasn't someone who lives paycheck to paycheck in any way, shape, or form. Breaking was fake. Who records a break-in? Yeah. The break-in definitely was 100% fake. The cops literally were like, one of the cops was like, "Oh, you recording this on YouTube? Oh yeah, I know you. Oh yeah." And then he like throws up the peace sign and is like, "Put me in the video." Bro. And then, another thing about the break-in. A day or two later, cops showed up to dust for fingerprints. I'm sorry. They're not showing up the next day to dust for fingerprints. I'm sorry. That's not happening. That is not happening. One of the events that caught my eye the most was this next one. So I was not a fan, nor did I really even like follow the drama, because it was always happening. There was always something going on. There was always drama with these people. But this urban trademark drama was really solidified for me, like just how like scummy people they are. So Urban Trademark is a designer, and this designer made hats and headbands, and they were really cool. And they were like of the time, they're a vibe, they're still around, and they're really great designs. And Austin would buy them from like different stores in the area in like LA, and then he'd wear them in videos, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, where'd you get all this stuff? Super cool. I love that." Yeah. And he's like, "Oh yeah, it's this guy." Or maybe not even say it, right? Most likely he did not promote anyone else. And so Austin reached out to the designer and was like, "We got to get together. We got to collab. Like, we got to make something for my people. Like, you have the designs. I have the market. Let's make a really great collab. Like, I love your stuff. I want people to be able to buy your stuff. Let's do it." And like Urban Design was like, or Urban Trademark. Why do I keep saying Urban Design? Urban Trademark said like, "I'll make some designs exclusive for the Ace family. Then we'll get together and we'll talk about the price of the collab." And, like Austin has a lot of people to sell to. So good money. The Urban Trademark was working on a van to like mobily sell stuff as well. So he was like working on this like ice cream truck. Like he was painting this ice cream truck, and he like sold ice cream on the weekends out of the truck. And like during the week, it was like mobile advertisement, and, you had some stock in there. You could sell, your hats and your shirts and your bands and everything. And it was like, actually, it's really cool. I vibe with that energy. Super cool. So Urban Trademark made a coloring book previously to this for his daughter, and his daughter loves it. And he's like, "Hey, like, I sell this coloring book, and he wanted to give Austin one to give to his daughter." And I was like, "Hey, like, if you don't mind, like, maybe you could take a picture and, post it or tag me or something, or send me a picture and I can post it." and I'll tag you in it, of like you and your daughter with the coloring book. Cause like I would love to get this out there and going and, thriving, like it's a win-win. And he was like, oh my God, great. Yeah, sure. I'll take a picture. And he's like, do you want to just do a picture now of like you with the coloring book? And he goes, oh, awesome. Like, no, I only do professional pictures. What? It's like, I only take professional photos. Oh, okay. Sure. So a few days later, they speak about the designs, and like how the progress is going on them, and they keeps things moving in the right direction. And then Urban asked about Austin taking the picture with the coloring book. Like they're doing a collab, like let's make this happen. And Austin was like, no, I haven't had time yet. Oh, I'm so busy. Oh my gosh, I haven't had time. I've been filming my daughter doing everything else, but I'm not going to take a picture with my daughter with this coloring book that she made. I'm not going to do that. Like just take the picture. It's so mean. And then lo and behold, Austin ghosts the designer and starts wearing the designs that he made in their videos. But the problem is it wasn't Urban's physical make of product. It was the designs. It was like, like the pattern, but it wasn't like the physical make. It's like, oh, I made this, I drew this really cool design, but I haven't, put it on my fabric yet. And Austin said, that's all right. I'll just steal your designs and make my own stuff. I'm not going to play the video because I'm not going to play Urban's video because that pretty much like sums it up, right? So he printed his designs, but not the physical product. He stole the designs. And then a little while after that, Austin McBroom made an ice cream truck, just like the one Urban trademark was like promoting and using, and was very ticked off and felt very taken advantage of by this. Austin stole this man's like entire vibe, energy, idea. It was quite disappointing. So I'm not going to play the Urban trademark video because that I just basically summed it up, but I will play Austin's response to the controversy, which was exceptionally annoying. So let me pull that up here. Okay.
His exceptional class.
Saw some headbands, hit him up, wanted to collab. He didn't want to collab with me because he tried to say that the headbands were expensive.
Okay, so this is a great way to view how Austin like carries himself and not only like just responds to people, but speaks about other people. He is extremely childish. He's very like he exaggerates everything. Everything is so dramatic, and he can never say sorry.
He was bullshitting. He was trying to get over on me, so I said, you know what, bruh? You know what? I'm gonna have my grandma make me my own headbands.
Admitting to having someone else take his designs and make the physical product themselves.
Because everybody sell headbands in the stores. Everybody, all the stores sell headbands. You ain't the first headband maker. Who the fuck you think you are? You the inventor of headbands? You idiot.
So you just call someone who just got robbed an idiot. They got robbed by you. They're not an idiot. You're just an asshole.
Oh, headbands. He got mad because I posted it and I had a little following. He got mad. I was wearing my headbands with L. He was like, this dude's he tried to take my idea. He took the idea where you put the band around your head and you cross it and you tie it and you put it in your head.
So I want you to notice everyone in this chat. There's 39,000 people watching him live. I thought you said McGrew. There's 39,000 people watching him live on Instagram. So this is just a recording of the Instagram live. And almost everyone is commenting like the crying, laughing emojis because Austin is making fun of someone who's standing up for their stolen product. Austin is making fun of someone for saying, hey, you stole my designs. You stole my brand. Like you stole my art, my creativity. You stole it. And he's like, I stole it. Like, grow up. You are such a child.
stole that from me. Austin from the Ace family stole my art, and I don't like him.
Art is so important in this world, and the theft of someone's art, of someone's designs is like, I mean, the music industry has been having this fight since computers began, you know, since mixtapes were a thing with cassettes. You know, you can't, it's like stealing and like reselling it's art belongs to people, and it belongs to the creator until they've given the rights over to someone else. What's to be made fun of? I don't understand. It doesn't make sense.
Don't like him, right? So then
I can't watch any more of him. He's just a twat waffle. So that was, I can't watch it. You get it. We hate him. So a recent one was a car giveaway. Another crime. A recent crime was a car giveaway where they were going to win Catherine's Tesla, like a beat up Tesla, used Tesla. Like she apparently was like a bad driver. She's constantly hitting curbs, beat up Tesla. She's getting a new car, and they're like, oh, we're going to give this car away. You have to, if you want to win this car, we're moving to Kick, another streaming platform. Go over to Kick and watch us. Watch us from the beginning to end. Be on stream when we start and be on stream when we end. Comment, chat, you know, let us see your name, and we're going to pick someone. Follow us. We're going to pick one of you. And then after the first one, no one was picked, and it was like, wait a minute, who won the car? And they're like, oh, you got to watch us for like a week or something like that. It was like, you got to watch us every single time for forever, and then we'll pick the car. And it turned out like they gave the car to like a cousin or something, right? It's just absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. They never gave the car away to anybody. They probably even sold it. I don't even know what they did with the car. It's stupid. All these YouTubers started boxing. Remember when YouTubers started boxing? There was drama with a boxing match with Austin. I really didn't do too much digging into this. There was a lot of other stuff happening while this was going down. I looked into so much other stuff. But I think like there was money not paid out to people, and like still hasn't been paid out to people, but like you are stay making money, right? And don't forget the infidelity. So many countless accusations of Austin cheating, and even there was one major accusation of Austin R-wording someone that was not in consent of the act, right? So the R word, and Catherine the entire time just giggled it off. She's just like, oh, you know, show me the evidence. Show me the proof. Honey, he doesn't want you. Right? I don't get how people not get anxious by hitting a curb. The one time I scraped my wheels against one I left. Oh, I felt so damn bad about it. And it was just me in my car. I know. When I hit a curb, I'm like, I'm going to pull over real quick. And I like get out and do a full scan of the car.
My car is so low.
Oh, no.
I didn't like go over the curb. It was. It's the road with the stupid light. And going up this way.
Yeah.
And I was a little too close to the connector.
I hate it. I hate hitting her. It makes me feel like, ugh, it gives me the shakes. Yeah, no, she was not a good driver. There was the carnival. These are all still the crimes of the Ace family. There was the carnival, so they called it Ace Fest. It was a festival for the Ace family, and for which the promo video was actually straight up stolen from another creator, Jay and Mac. Like straight up, they just took their video and made it the promo for their carnival. You can't really have video footage of a carnival that has never happened because it was the first one and it was like a one-day thing. So I don't know why they thought it was going to get like by people. Like, look at this carnival. It's going to be so great, but it's actually video footage of a carnival from like years before. And it was like a short film that Jay and Mac made. It's very strange, very strange. The carnival also had the weirdest ticket breakdown. It was like, I can't even like explain how annoying it was. It was like, if you buy this ticket, you get to bring someone for free. And so if you break it down, everyone's paying like $100 and something. And if you buy this VIP double gold league ticket, you get a +4. And like the same price. Like it's just, but you get a chance to meet us and a wedding gift. And there's going to be a raffle for a guest to be at our wedding, which is never, like, the big wedding never happened. They were married, they got married, but the big wedding, they wanted to have a big wedding, bigger than the royal family wedding. Like, they wanted to have like $1 billion wedding, and they've been talking about it, and they talked about it, and they just recently in the past couple months talked about it again. It was a whole thing. It's an absolute whole thing. The 11-bedroom house that did not have grass yet. So when they moved into this massive mansion on top of the hill, top of the mountain, there was no grass. And so they were like, ew, what do you mean? We cannot move into a home that has no landscaping yet. Like, what do you mean? Like, the home isn't finished because of the landscape. Ma'am, you don't sleep in the grass. You sleep in the bed in the one bedroom. You don't have the physical ability to sleep in multiple bedrooms at once. Why do you have an 11-bedroom house? Why? The relatability for them really just straight bottomed out as fast as they could make it. And so why is this all a big deal? Like, why is this all like, why do we even care that these two scammers are scamming? Because of the viewers, the people watching. They're not in their 30s. People watching them are not in their 30s. If you're in your 30s and you're watching the Ace family, it's probably because you're making a video about the Ace family and how awful they are. Kids were watching these videos. It was family-friendly content that YouTube pushed to younger audiences. And I mean like younger, like high school age kids, middle school age kids, family content. Look at these little kids being pranked. It's so funny. Oh my goodness. I want to ride a jet ski in a pool. You know, people who would get excited about all that weird type of energy or not, I want to say like fall for the pranks, but like really be engaged by like a 15-minute prank video where the prank is my water broke because I popped a balloon. So like people who could get behind that energy, not people who go to work every day. Okay. And that's a problem. That's a problem because you're selling everything to kids. You're selling Ace Family, Ace Fest tickets to kids. You're selling merch to kids. You're selling your apps to kids. You're selling this to kids. You're selling this to kids who are just turning around and saying, Mom and Dad, can I use your credit card? It's creepy. Ugh, I don't like it. The most recent crimes before the current day bullshit. So let's get into the most recent crimes before what has happened in the past like month, 5 weeks. So the most recent crimes. Austin and other influencers have been called out and they've been screenshotted. So lots of actual proof of this happening. For reaching out to OnlyFans models, trying to get them to sign to an agency, which is the literal opposite of like what OnlyFans is. Like, you don't need an agency to make your own content the way you want in a safe space on your own time. You know, you don't need an agency for that. And so let's see. So Austin McBroom said to Laura Lux in a DM, my bad for the random DM. Are you signed to an agency? And it wasn't just Austin McBroom. It was other like large influencers. Even like a rapper was caught doing this. And so this is like a sign of these people getting scammed themselves and being told kind of like pyramid scheme style to then in turn try to scam other people, OnlyFans models, to sign to an agency, but there's no contract and we don't take any money from you at all, and we just use our ability to grow on social media to help you. So what's the point of a contract? And what's the point of an agency if you're not doing anything? If you're not taking any money, like what's the actual catch? It's all just some really skeezy scam that they themselves have probably been caught up in. So that's what they've been up to. And there's so much more. Those are a very minimal amount of the past crimes of the Ace family. And like, just a brief reminder before we go into like the current day stuff. This is a mother and a father, a married couple raising 2 children. Like, all of this is like you are your number one life choice is to raise your children. But they are so busy doing so many other things. Okay, so the current state of the Ace family, about a month ago, it came out that the Ace family is getting a divorce. Let's see here. Catherine McBroom. I don't know if I can. Catherine McBroom posted on Instagram this post, and it says, "As I start this new year, I will challenge myself in ways that I have never done before. 2024 will be my year of transformative change, and with this taking place, one of the steps in my journey is the difficult decision to leave my marriage. We have mutually agreed to a divorce and will part amicably. Our paths as a couple have shifted and has created challenges that are irreconcilable. This decision comes with a very heavy heart, blah, 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 blah. Our main priority will be to stay united as parents, etc., etc. Ace family out or whatever." So that was Catherine's post, breaking the news that, like, hey, look, we're getting a divorce. I'm moving on. I got to raise my babies and I'm moving on. Now, Austin's post, which was came after, I want it bigger, but why can't I? Oh, maybe if I do this. I can't read it. So this picture is actually the picture they took the day he proposed, right after they went skydiving. I couldn't. So he posted this on Instagram. Let me move this over a little bit. He posted this on Instagram. And it's very similar. For this new year, I'll be taking a leap of faith. I've made the hardest decision of my life, the decision to close the book on my marriage. Very strange. Very strange. I've made the hardest decision to close the book on my marriage when Catherine said that you guys both, were down for this. So, anywho, they both need to grow up and stop posting online and focus on those babies and get a real job. I hear you. And we're going to talk about that right now. And so when this came out, it was like, the scammers are calling it quits. Very interesting. It's probably for views or money is what my thought was. I was like, you got to get views and money somehow. And like, where's the divorce filing, which is public information? No one has found it. No one has posted it. No one has linked it. Where is the divorce? There's no papers. So as of right now, we are just going to call it a separation. So what happened next was absolutely bonkers, and no one could have seen this coming. So Catherine laid a bit low, posting like on Snapchat, just kind of some answers and stuff. And let me pull this up here. So this is Catherine. And I feel that that's a real statement that, like, in order for the kids to be happy, she needs to be happy too. She needs to find her joy. She needs to find her peace. She needs to probably settle down. She's a little bit older than Austin, I believe. So she's probably she's in a completely different mental state. She's still a part of the life scammers that, he is, but I get it. That was a really intense statement, that her saying that she was lying to herself for a long time. It's basically saying like, I've wanted out for a while. So yeah, so that's cool. She says she's truly, she's truly happy getting out, and that Austin's moving out. And she says like, there's sadness and it's a tough transition, but she's good, and they're ready and they're still friends, whatever that means. So let's take note that the rest of this is going to go down on Snapchat, right? So their content, and lives live on YouTube, but now Snapchat is paying big money. So there they are. And then stuff gets kind of weird in like a weird Austin way. Okay. So we're just going to keep jumping into videos here. Oh,
Really
you might want to see it.
sacrifice our happiness for our children.
Here, let me go back a little bit.
And it really has been unfair to us that we put our relationship last and we were unable to make that a priority.
Like the way.
It doesn't come off as sincere as Catherine, who said, like, I need to make my own joy purposeful. Oh no, did you change something?
You're good to go back on the video now.
Okay. Okay, I'm okay. So it doesn't seem, sorry, it didn't seem as sincere, and it felt like he is holding a little bit more of a grudge, I would say. And so a few days later, we get an update from Austin and like his plans for his life because of his kids. Oh my goodness, come on. Come on.
Regarding my living situation, a lot of you guys keep asking what's going on, when am I moving out, why are we still living together. I just want to say one thing first is that this isn't just an overnight quick process. Like, we're not in high school when you break up and it's just over, right? There's more that goes into it. And so, like I mentioned to you guys before, hopefully, fingers crossed, I move in this weekend to a home that I really, really want. And it's because it's close by for my kids.
Okay, so that's nice. He wants to move to a house. Clearly, he has money. He could just go buy a house right near where Catherine and the kids live. He's not putting the moving out on her, which is good. That was probably the agreement that they came to.
And I'm trying to make this process as easy for them. And so that's like the most important thing to me. Moving into a new home is that, you know, it feels right. The kids feel right. And I'm close, you know. Being 20, 30, 40 minutes in LA, like, it's a lot. And, especially now that, my kids go to school and that, Catherine and I pick them up, take them to school and all that stuff, like, it only makes sense for me to be close by. And so, fingers crossed, I'm praying for this home for me to move into by this weekend. In the meantime, I'm still, looking around.
Okay, so a little foreshadowing. He doesn't move into that house on social media. He doesn't move into that house. Crystalline says, when you break up, it's over. You don't stay together when you break up. Yes. And I get the sentiment of him wanting to not just like completely remove himself from the lives of his children. I get that. That's good. That's fair. You don't want to move to the other side of the state. They're still young. They need a father figure. I don't know if it does them any good to have him as their father figure, but it is what it is. So let's get out of this and move on to the next one. Here's some clips of Austin taking a turn from the worst. So this is his new home. He posts on social media that this is his new home, and we'll get it nice and big for you. So welcome. This is a reveal and tour of his new house for him and his kids right outside of Catherine's house.
Morning, guys. Watch your step. So this is where I'm gonna be staying, y'all. Fire. So check it out. This is my living room right here. It's my living room. I just got, you know, try to get a few accessories to.
So it's clearly an RV. It's clearly an RV that he has mentioned, truth or not, that it is parked directly outside of his old house. So he can be nice and close for the kids until he actually gets a house. And he's made some nice decorations, and he looks a mess. He's in slippers and a stained shirt. And
here's my dining room table. Basically fits all of my kids, so it's perfect. Just got this TV in. As you can see, like, this is brand new. Like, tape is on here. Like, come here, show them. Like, brand new, guys. Like, everything's brand new. Just picked this up. Over here is my kitchen.
I can't. And so there's been like a lot of conversation about where did this RV come from? Like, did they already have this RV and just like never use it? Did he actually buy an RV? Is it rented? Is he borrowing someone's RV? It's clearly brand new. Like, it's never been lived in. And in my opinion, it doesn't matter. In my opinion, it doesn't matter. And it's all dumb. It's all staged. It's all fake. And it's all really boring. And he continues to up the ante each video. Every time he ups the ante. So why get an RV? He could have gotten an apartment. Exactly. If you're going to get an RV, just go get an apartment for a couple months until you get your house. None of it makes sense. There's no trying to make any sense of it. It doesn't make sense. The way he acts does not make sense to a normal human brain. Next video I have is him in CVS being sassy. So what happened previously in this video before, like, okay, nope, I don't need any of that right now. I just want this. Stop. Okay. Oh my gosh, I hate Reddit videos. So what happened in CVS, he's in CVS, he's filming everything. Of course, he films everything. And someone caught him in line, supposedly, allegedly. Someone caught him in line, and he's getting sassy and talking under his breath. Is this staged? Is everyone in this video staged? Who knows? But this is what happens in CVS, and I thought this was actually kind of funny of what happened to him.
Aren't you living in an RV?
Have a blessed day. What?
Aren't you living in an RV?
Yeah, I am, bro.
You're talking under your breath. Shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's
Yeah. I'm living in an RV. Is that a problem?
bad. No, I was just wondering, because, like, you be talking some crazy stuff right now. I was just wondering.
Oh, yeah, I
Under
was
your
talking
breath.
because a lady cut me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah. I can't live in an RV?
No, you can.
He's talking shit about me because I'm living in an RV. That's crazy. That's crazy. And he's working.
Those little glitches in the video are the ads that Snapchat plays, so that's the only way to get these videos.
Yes, that is crazy. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Bye. I'm living in an RV. Bye. 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 I'm living in an RV.
So he got called out for how he was acting, and I don't think that who called him out was like part of the plan. He seemed legitimately shocked that someone was talking to him in not a nice way. I thought that was hilarious. So Austin gets into a conversation with like his security or assistant or something about all the comments and memes and jokes that have been, flying around the internet since him posting about living in an RV and him wearing the dirty shirt and getting called out at CVS, and it's just all just continues to get crazy.
What'd you say? What'd they say the other day? Because I was sick.
He's going to talk about him being sick. He made a whole Snapchat series about him being unwell. He's wearing Catherine's bonnet. He's sick. There's pictures and videos of him in like a walk-in clinic, just like pretending to be just told, like just on his deathbed. He's like, oh, I hope I don't have the C word, not referring to cancer, referring to COVID. Weird way to phrase it as a grown man. It's too much. We don't need to care about that. We don't need to care about that. Okay, so there was Snapchats that made it clear that Austin was laying in the same bed that he used to share with Catherine, by like the background, like the headboard wall. It was pretty weird. It could have been an old photo, but also it's just as weird if it is an old photo. Why are you posting old photos from the bed that you used to share with your now not your wife in your home that you don't live in anymore? You know, if we're playing along and if we're trying to follow the plot here, why are you doing that? Don't do that. A next move he made is to go to a friend's house. I don't know if you guys know who Halle Bailey is. She's the new Little Mermaid in the new Little Mermaid. And her husband is DDG. I guess he's like a rapper. And they have a newborn baby. There's a scene of DDG and a scene, like it's on the Snapchat, and on Austin's Snapchat, where on DDG's Snapchat, he's taking stuff out of a Target bag because Austin's staying with him. He's like sitting on a blow up mattress or something. He's like, look, I got you this book and I got you, all this stuff. And then on Austin's Snapchat, Austin himself is pulling out all the same stuff from the bag. Clearly staged. They didn't really think that one through at all. There's a moment where the baby's sleeping. DDG says, hey, the baby's sleeping, so we're just going to try to keep it down. Austin is like, oh, I'm just going to make some ramen noodles. Might have been the first time he's ever made ramen noodles, but he acted like it. Was very loud. Turns on music, like full blast. You have a newborn baby sleeping and wakes the baby up. It's a whole thing. Everything's an act. Everything's a joke. Austin's brother then steps in and he posts a video. We don't need to go into all that. But he's like, I don't know what's going on. Austin, what's going on? Blah, blah, blah. Acting like he's poor. Catherine then posts a picture to a question on Snapchat. And the question was like, is it weird that Austin's living in an RV outside your house? And her response was like, wait, y'all really believe that? Obviously, no. But the fans that they have garnered throughout the years of young humans, I'm sure do. There are probably, I would say probably 65% of their actual fans, not the people who are just watching the drama, believe that he is living in an RV outside the house because they have been groomed to believe these weird things that he does. So Austin followed that picture up with a video of taking a lie detector test. And we all, oh my God. This man is famous for doing lie detector tests on the internet. David Dobrik and all the other people have used him to take lie detector tests. And on his website, he even says hey, I'll take money for the answers that you want. I hate it so much. I hate this so much, Crystalline. Okay, so let's watch. I hate this so much.
What is this for? The blood pressure?
Microscopic changes to blood pressure increase when you wash.
I have high blood pressure already.
You're going to have high blood pressure on all.
Look at Austin's demeanor. He's trying so hard. He's acting so hard. It's so awkward. It's so weird.
Answers. We're looking to see if there's an increase on any questions. Did you get a divorce?
Yes.
No, you didn't. Where's the paperwork?
True.
True.
Are you still living with Catherine?
No.
True.
Actually, probably true. He probably does not live there.
Did you move across the street from your ex-wife?
Yes.
True.
True.
Are you living in an RV?
Yes.
True.
No.
I will say,
No, he's not living in an RV. You're not living in an RV. You're not living in an RV. You're not doing it. You're not living in an RV. I'm so over it. I'm so over it. It's so annoying. There was a whole saga with a repair person who was a little person that was trying to maybe they weren't even married. I think they actually were married. I think they were, Jen. Only because she did change some socials to McBroom, and I think there was marriage certificate actually. But even if they weren't married, they like legally technically married, they made a whole, they lived a life of married people. You know, like they've been together, they've had the children, they bought the houses, they did the moving, they did all the scamming, just as any normal married couple would. Just as any normal married couple would. So I do think they should stop saying divorce until the divorce actually happens, and I think that separation is fair because they are separated, for sure. There was a whole, oh my God, my document just keeps going. I can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore. There was a, oh my God. No, okay. We'll just skip ahead to this past Valentine's Day. If you want more Austin McBroom stuff, we can do some more next week, but I don't want to do it anymore. I hate them so much. So this past Valentine's Day, which was just a week or two ago. When was Valentine's Day? It wasn't that long ago. This is what happened on Valentine's Day. So Austin is on a car with a massive bouquet of roses, driving by and screaming and waving down Catherine on Catherine's property. Let's just watch it. Thank you.
Driving by with a sign and once again claiming to be broke by saying he spent all his money on really nice flowers.
Happy Valentine's Day! Happy Valentine's Day! I'm here! Happy Valentine's Day! Yeah!
Those are actually really nice, man. It's like way out of your budget.
Only for them.
Yeah, these are, damn.
I know. I had to spend all my money for them.
Yeah.
Okay. I had to spend all my money for this. Shut up. Shut up. No, you didn't. Why are we cosplaying poor just because you are now separated? I don't what is going on? Like, you are not poor. You went from buying a house, being separated, buying a house, and then saying, oh no, I think cosplaying broke is going to make me more money on Snapchat. So I'm going to live in an RV that's probably like an $80,000 or more purchase. And then he wanted to go get a job at CVS. He pretended to be a grad student at UCLA. It's all shenanigans. It's all nonsense. And it's all, I feel like he might, Crystalline. I feel like he actually might, because this is really discouraging. And I don't like him like approving on the internet this type of behavior where like you just separated in January with your wife, girlfriend, whatever, and now on Valentine's Day you're making what if she wanted to do something with somebody else on Valentine's Day? Like, you're putting up this big to-do in the middle of the day. The sun's up on Valentine's Day. But my problem is she's recording it, most likely, because the angle of the shot, she's probably at her front door and recording as this is happening. And then I don't understand. Like, they are still scamming. They're still playing. They're still pretending. And it's all just so much. Just as much as a house up here. Right. I feel that, Jen. I feel that. Yes. Oh my gosh. So that's all that I can do with the McBrooms. So is Austin okay? Probably not. Is he playing a character? Yes, of course. It all gets really strange. It continues to spiral. Like, the spiraling is still happening. You could still go see him post more insane stuff. This wasn't even the most insane stuff that he posted on Snapchat, because I can't do it. I can't do it. I think Catherine is probably ready to move on, but she also can't let go the money that Austin McBroom brings in. Catherine is just as much to blame for all of the scamming and the scams and the fakery that has happened. Of course, she co-signed all of the lies, and I don't know. Maybe she wants to find actual love. I don't know. Austin still clearly only wants money, fame, views, and he's just annoying and dumb. But throughout this whole thing, you have to remember the kids were used to make the money. The kids were forced to be on camera since birth. Like, oh, bringing our baby home. Why is there a camera in front of this baby's face? And why is it now being posted to millions of people to see on the internet? They were leveraged for views. The kids were leveraged for sympathy and empathy, and they were used and abused, in my opinion. This is like the modern form of like child abuse, of just forcing your children to act and be on camera and, hey, Ace family, that, like, all of the things. It's insane. So that's the Ace family. And next week we're going to cover the Who the Fuck Did I Marry series. I wish I had a little bit of time to talk about it today, but we're going to cover that next week. I'm so excited. What is unfair for the kids is not fair. Yeah. It's not fair. It's all about the money. It's not fair to the kids. The kids, I mean, I think if two people are happier in a separation, and then I think that will be better for the kids. If the two parents are happier, it will, inevitably be better for the kids. Being stuck in a marriage where you're, that's full of hate and anger and frustration, not good for kids. Separation is extremely hard on kids, and it needs to be handled right. And I don't think Austin or Catherine have the ability or comprehension to handle anything right, because they haven't shown that they could for the last decade. So yeah, so that's that. Those are my thoughts on the Ace family nightmare. Absolute nightmare. I will not be talking about them ever again. I lied. I'm not. I probably will. But that's that. All right. Thanks, Crystalline. Thanks, Crystalline, for this suggestion. No, it was good. It was good to get off my chest. And now I don't have to look at them anymore because they're gross. I hate them. If you come across them on the internet, you've been warned. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next Friday at 5 for the next installment of Lily's News, which will be a full deep dive into the Who the Fuck Did I Marry series on TikTok. If you have time, go check it out. I'm sorry. I forgive you, Crystalline. I forgive you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next Friday. Be good and have a good weekend. All right, bye.